Hey, how's it going, boys? What is up? Source back once again for yet another character impressions. This time we have the Athena's girlfriend. I actually kind of forgot what was her relation. All I know is that she was her good Athena's good friend or something, and then she got betrayed or something in the level 100 Fate episode thing or whatever, something like that. But yeah, her name's Enyo. She's a win. She has 1000 HP. Oh wow, that's pretty low. She has 11,000 attack. Wow, that's a lot of attack. So she's primal based, obviously, because you know, similar as Athena. She's spear based, just like Athena. So once again, I do have the notes here to show the numbers. Blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, I'll just go through it a little bit first. Okay, so Ogi is Ruthless Tyrant. Massive wind damage to a foe. Activate Ajax. So out of nowhere, she starts cleaning stuff. Isn't Ajax like the brand, the bleach brand or something? No, she out of nowhere she starts cleaning the floor or something. Is that what it's gonna be? Well, what's this Ajax? Alright, so Ajax is boost to caster's damage cap. Okay, that's just very flat out. Yeah, just like that. Alright. Additional effects upon each cast in this order. Deal triple attacks, drain effect, bonus wind damage effect, boost to CA specs one time. It only lasts for 2 turns. It lasts for 2 turns and this goes down to 6 turns. Wow, that's kind of slow in a way, even though, like, how many buffs is there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you need to do 5 times. You mean press once, Ogi. Wow, that's actually still kind of slow though. Okay, never mind. I'll just go through first. Platos Polis. Clastos Polis? God, I can't pronounce. 5 hit wind damage to random foes. Hit to all foes defense and debuff resistance stackable. Sure. Proscalio Kaidoimos. Yeah, I'm... Remove 1 buff from a foe. Hit to win defense. Petrify effect. Alright, so this goes down to 5 turns too. Okay. I mean, this doesn't look half bad actually. I mean, yeah, it seems kind of cool, I guess. I mean, you get Dispel and shit. It looks like she might actually be helpful for Guild War, but... Trampling Goddess. Goddess Ecstasy level raises up by 1 upon being targeted by a foe. Clastos Polis hit her number increases by 1. Oh. Activates when targeted at level 5. Oh. Also, it's exactly the same as Athena then. Wait, how many times can you increase the number of hits though? Like 5 hits? Extra 5 hits? So that means you get 10 hits? Is that how it is? I mean, it says here 5, right? I mean, we do have beaks in this element, so this should hit pretty hard. Okay, never mind. Let me just go through the rest first. Trampling Spear. When an ally removes a foe's buff, 1,000 wind damage to all foes. Delay effect instant CA standby to Enyo. It says when an ally, meaning anyone but her. So it has to be someone from another character. Someone else must dispel in order for her to get that. Galvanic Lance. Dude, I'll be damned if this is not a spear. Oh my god, dude. I'll be so damned if this is not a spear. I swear to god, dude. Boost to MC's damage cap. Ugh. Okay. It's not even full break yet too. Okay. Alright. Damage numbers, alright. Okay, so her damage cap is 30%. Oh wow, that's actually kinda... Wait, 30% is pretty big though. Drain is how much? 1000 HP. That's pretty standard. This one is 20% echo, 80% CA damage, 20% cap. Still takes a while to get there though. And this one as well too, because you need to... So technically you get this instantly in a way, because you need to Ogi once and press the button once and you get this 2 already, right? So you need to do another 2 in order for you to get up to the echo. So I think it might actually take a while. Unless you really just play an Ogi setup, and then yeah, you can get that in like turn 4 or some shit, I suppose. Second skill, her auto nuke one. Alright, so this two is 10%, sure, okay. 5 hit, okay, so 5 hit, base cap is at 120,000. Holy fuck, that's a lot. When she gets capped with this shit, with beaks, oh, probably that's gonna be fucking insane. Alright, anyways, let's continue. This is 25%. Wow, that's nice. This one, 1000 damage is 1.1 million. Wow. It's kind of nice. But I'm just gonna take it that because to me it doesn't make sense that it only adds 1 hit. So I'm just gonna take it that it actually goes to 10 hits. All I can say is that she does debuff relatively nice. Yeah. She does debuff relatively nice. She does do a lot of damage on her own. That's it. But long story short, she's very full auto heavy. I wouldn't even use her for OTK. Or let alone burst setup. Yeah, because of this, she needs a lot of time. So full auto is definitely gonna allow her to get this. You definitely only just use her in full auto. Other than that, I don't think you really use her in any other given scenario. Because here's the thing, like burst setup, it doesn't change. You still need Naru, you still need everyone else. Summer Core, Anira, Monkey maybe, but yeah. You see, it doesn't change at all. Nope, doesn't change. Okay, OTK setup, I don't think it's changing either. You're probably still gonna use Siete and Neo and Naru, or some other shit along those lines. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. It's like only full auto you can kind of use her, because she's too slow. The thing is, she's too slow, but it looks like it's actually still usable in the likes of Guild War. So if you do get her, she can actually be useful in Guild War. She does do a lot of damage though. If you do not have Naru, for example, I guess you can just use her as your DPS character in Guild War full auto. I guess, I don't know. Alright, let's just look at her EMP. Alright, so her EMP has oh, she has skill cap and charge bar speed up. Wow, that's actually pretty neat. Debuff success, I don't think you need to, because you do have this already. Hostility? Nah, I don't think so. You definitely do not want hostility. Because most of the time, it's either, like, whenever you see character like this, if you want to make use of this character, it's like, if the boss AoEs often, that's it. That's all you want. If the boss doesn't AoE often, there's no reason for you to use her at all. Yeah, so these two I'll max out. I wouldn't really touch that at all. I guess you could just put like 1 or 2 points into that. I wouldn't max that out. I definitely wouldn't max that out. So you max that out. I'll max that out too. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 already taken. So that's 12 points done. I think at most I would actually just put 1 point each. And then the rest I'll either just put in on defense or just put it on HP. Hostility so she gets hit? No, that's not the strat. I wouldn't do that. Because it just means she'll die a lot faster. This is not going to keep her alive. I mean, yeah. The drain thing for this one, it's not going to keep her alive. That alone is not going to keep her alive. I really don't suggest you to do that. Because especially, say, take Guild War for example, right? If you have hostility up, and so happen, right? So happen the boss has multi-hit Ogi, she will get insta-death. She will die. Just from one. If you have that hostility. You really do not want to be in that scenario. So that's why hostility is a bad idea. Same goes for like, you know, a lot of times like maybe for example like a hard raid, like Far for example, you can technically use her in Far if you want to put in that scenario. You could. But if you use like hostility up as well, she's gonna die super fast. even though Far is like multi-hit and not always gonna be landing on her, she is gonna die really, really fast. You know? So hostility up will only work if those bosses, like Tiamat or some shit. Those low level bosses or whatever that really doesn't fucking what's that, multi-hit at all or whatever, those kind of stuff. It's a pretty bad idea. You usually have, nope, they have both. Guild War bosses always has both. All ally and multi-hit. Regardless. They always have both. These days they always have both. Look, take last event, last Guild War as an example. You do remember how much the fucker hits you, right? Do you, imagine having that kind of boss in this upcoming Guild War. And then putting it on her with this. Instead of having multiple of your characters having hit quite a bit, you just see her gone missing. If you level this, she's just gonna go missing. She's just dead. She's just fucking dead. You don't want that. A lot of times, that's why I said earlier, whenever you use a character like this, right? Whenever you use a character like this, you would only want to use her in a raid where the boss AoE or multi-hit or whatever, those kind of stuff, very, very often. As in, it allows her to get the stacks up, similar like Athena or whatever. Get up to 5 stacks in the fastest way possible. Meaning, the only fastest way you can get it in 5 turns, I think, by the looks of it. So, that's what you want, right? But at the same time, you do not want her to die that fast. So, if most of the time, Guild War bosses, as an example again, they mostly multi-hit in either all of your allies get hit, or they get hit 3 out of 4 characters gets hit. Something like that. It's always mostly everyone, but not so it's what I'm trying to say is that if you're using her in the likes of Guild Wars, she'll very likely to get hit. But if you're using it in say for example Medusa, I don't think she's gonna get hit that much. So it's in that scenario, you can kind of use hostility up. You can, but she's still not gonna get hit most of the time either way. And plus, Medusa is the only time you can really use is HL, Medusa HL, because normal Medusa just melts. She doesn't have a lot of HP. That's how it is. It's by the time you ramp up, she's probably dead anyway, so. That's why, so it's there's only these few content where you can actually fully utilize a character like her. Because, not only she takes forever to ramp up, because not everyone has that type of setup, and not a lot of bosses have that kind of scenario where it always multi-hits you or AoE hits your party, so you can actually get this up super fast, that kind of shit, So, yeah. Either way, she is still pretty okay. She's still gonna do a lot of damage. But the looks of it, she still can do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. When she gets this ramp up to at least this thing, right? Oh, she can do damage, Same goes for this. Once she gets this to 10, 5 stacks rather, so she get 10 hits or whatever, she is going to do a lot of damage, especially if you're using beaks and whatever in your party, in your grid. But yeah, it's this one I feel is pretty sweet, but at the same time it's you can kind of ignore for the most part though. It works if you're using the likes of, say for example, Monkey. Because I feel even though Win doesn't really have much problems with dispels in a nutshell, say for a lot of how do I say, in a lot of cases all the win favored raids these days, I don't think you really dispel a lot. That's the thing. So you don't really dispel a lot though. But even if you do, the characters that really you really see often that dispel, that you want to just dispel if you're using the same character, is like Monkey or like Urius. You know? You don't really use any like that many other characters to really like focus on dispelling. Because my understanding is this, excuse me, you need to have your other ally, your other said character or party member to dispel in order for her to get this. I don't think when she dispels, because she does dispel, right? Yeah. Her third skill does dispel, right? When she dispels, I don't think she gets this. No, I don't think so. Because the way it worded it as doesn't seem to be the case, unless you know English again. It doesn't. They didn't do it properly or some shit. You know. But yeah, like I said before, I do not have the character, so I can't really test her. I can only just speculate and you know, just do guessing, and you know, that's why it's called impressions. It's not really a review. Wing content doesn't really require that much dispelling. If you look at it right now, I don't think you really do. The only time that you really need a lot of dispels is either in Fa, maybe Babu, or Guild War. That's pretty much it. I don't think you need dispel in the likes of Earth Dragon. So like this one, the way I see it is gonna be nice for Guild War. It just looks like they made this character just nice for Guild War again. They tend to do that very often these days, you know, whenever they come out with new characters. Oh, let's just make a character fit, like somewhat fit for Guild War or some shit. There you go. This kind of fits for Guild War, right? In a way. This kind of skill set actually looks pretty good for Guild War, right? I mean, you have Dispel, you have debuffs, you have lots of hits that has lots of nukes. You know, you can actually self-buff, you know, occasionally, you know, what's that? Full auto kind of stuff, and then you can auto nuke, and then, you know, whenever someone else actually dispels, you get extra delay, you know, and that shit. I mean, I feel like you can still kind of do it, but at the same time, it's like, you know, thinking about it again, right? I feel like there is a way to get her shit up faster. But I'm not even sure if there's even such character in Win. Where you're literally, like, wait, I think there is. I don't remember who. I think, if I recall correctly, there is. Where you purposely force a buff onto the boss. You force a buff and then you dispel that shit. So you can get this. You know what I mean? If I recall correctly, there is a character. I don't remember who. Yeah, you know, yeah. That's what I was saying. Like similar to like Halloween Heli, right? If I recall correctly, Win does have one of that though, but it's so rare. I don't remember who. Yeah, I don't exactly remember who, but yeah, there probably is someone. But fuck it, I guess. But yeah, I was thinking like, yeah, if there is someone that provides, what's that, a buff, and then you use someone to actually do the dispelling, then you can actually get this up, you know what I mean? So, you can do that, but I don't think you want to do that either way, for the most part, you know, unless in future there is like a, I don't know, there's like an opposite version of like, you know, say for example like Leech or something, like a Win version of Leech, but instead of debuffing your party members, you're always buffing the boss. And then you get some shit out of that. I don't know. I'm just saying, okay? Who knows, right? Well, shit. But then again, if you think about it, right, you're actually just making that character worse, right? If that character actually does more, whenever the boss has more buffs, you're actually making it worse for that character, right? If that turned out to be like an OP grand character for Win or some shit in future. Well, I don't know. Anyways, end of the day, she's just mostly for full auto stuff. Takes a while for her to ramp up and shit. She can be actually pretty useful in the likes of Guild War. Yep. That's it. Thanks for watching. I think I dragged this character way too long. She does look pretty cool though in her second portrait, like the one over there. But yeah, pretty cool character. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the impressions as usual. I'll see you guys next time or on stream, next video. Okay.